Welcome back to the Shuffle Squad. Zach Lesage here. How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be going over Charizard EX in our Prismatic Evolutions format. Now, we've recently seen the results of the Champions League Osaka, and before I start off anything, this list will be available in the description of the video. If not, it's going to be in the pinned comments for you to copy and paste right into PTCG Live. I think this is all cards that we currently have in the format. So there's not a current card in Prismatic Evolutions that's not released yet that you could add into this deck. So if you need any of the cards for this deck, check out Kayfabe Cards for your physical card needs. Check out ptcgostore.com for your TCG online code card needs. So Charizard EX, the Champions League Osaka, what's changed about this deck? Well, one thing that you might notice is the ACESPEC change. Now, the ACESPEC that we have right here is Grand Tree. Now, Grand Tree is a card that I've experimented with in Charizard before. So once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a stage 1 Pokemon that evolves from one of their basic Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. If they evolve that Pokemon in that way, you can search for a stage 2 Pokemon and evolve that Pokemon and put it onto your deck to evolve it. Then that player shuffles their deck. So you can't use it on cards, like you can't bench a Charmander, instantly Grand Tree, and then kind of go through all the evolution steps. But if Charmander waited the normal turn of evolution, or if Pidgey or Dusclops or any of these Pokemon waited the normal turn of evolution, we now have an opportunity to go Charmander evolves into Charmeleon, into Charizard, and then we're all set up. Now, you should double check on how Charizard's read here. Charizard says, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, its keyword is from your hands. As you can see my hand here, you will not be able to use Infernal Rain. So a lot of the time we're going to be using this to maybe get a Charmeleon in play, then evolve into a Charizard. But the real reason why we're playing this card is because of Budew in this format. I almost said Budew, but I know y'all kill me in the comments. And while you're at it, leave some words of support here. Appreciate all the love on the channel lately, and all the good comments make me feel good. I'm recording this after a really long day on the weekends. I'll go over that in another kind of segment, so any love would be much appreciated. But yeah, really, we are seeing item lock see an increase, so we can't necessarily rely on Rare Candy as much. We still have 3 copies because we're playing Charizard, Pidgeot, and Dusknoir as 3 stage 2 Pokemon lines. But our Grand Tree is going to allow us to go from Charmander into Charmeleon, and then maybe into Charizard, depending on our energy situation or however we're going to really deal with that. We can go from Dusclops into our Dusknoir. We could even go from Pidgey into Pidgeotto into Pidgeot EX. The other thing to note with the Grand Tree being included into this deck is our ACESPEC used to be Unfair Stamp, so we have made some space to include an additional card that's like Unfair Stamp, Iono. Again, we're not looking to add items into this deck. If possible, we're trying to add in supporters, Pokemon tool cards, stadiums, cards that gets around Budew, that's going to be item locking from Prismatic Evolutions. Now, I think everything else is pretty standard when it comes to a Charizard list. I don't really think there's too much else that I want to cover from this is new, this is anything, because this is looking like a Charizard list that we've had for pretty much ever. Charizard, if you're not familiar with this deck, we're trying to evolve our Charmander into a Charizard EX, because Charizard EX, I believe, is currently the best Pokemon EX card we have in the game. We're able to accelerate energies to a 330 HP Pokemon, and our damage scales as the game progresses, doing 180, and if your opponent's drawing prize cards, that's cool. Not only do we have ways to draw, do more damage between Charizard, Defiance, we also have Dusclops, and we have Dusknoir that we can pop, do extra damage with Curse Blast, and forcefully draw our opponent's prize cards, so you can do more damage with Burning Darkness. We also have Briar, that if our opponent's at 2 prize cards, we can draw extra prize cards with our Terra Pokemon. Now, these are a lot of combo pieces, and we can search them out with cards like Arven. Arven's going to be a key card in our deck to be able to kind of stitch things together, search out whatever we really need. And then item card's probably going to be a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, maybe a Forest Sealstone going on to our Rotom V using its V star with Forest Sealstone to search for something like Grand Tree or Rare Candy or whatever we're looking for. We can also draw cards with Rotom as well. Pidgeot really kind of stitches this all together. So we're able to, if you're a Rare Candy Pidgeot, you can maybe go search for a Rare Candy, play an Ultra Ball from your hand, go Rare Candy right back into a Charizard, and really make this deck all work together. And every single card in this deck is designed to work. Lumineon can search out the Arven. Fezandipiti is going to be a searchable card after our opponent takes a knockout. Radiant Charizard offers that single prize card attacking Pokemon. And even like Boss's Orders Counter Catcher, we can use Pidgeot to search those out, or Arven to search out Counter Catcher, to really bring up whatever we want. Professor Turo's scenario, allowing us to lift up one of our heavily damaged Pokemon, because how are you supposed to be taking out a 330 HP Pokemon in one hit? Thorton, if we don't even have a Charmander in play, we can Thorton Charmander from our discard pile, get it back and pop into something, or we could turn a Rotom into a single prize card Pokemon. Like, we have so many cool plays. Then there's the usual suspects of like Ultra Ball, Buddy Poffin, Nest Ball. We're playing a stage 2 Pokemon deck, so Rare Candy's up in there. Super Rod. We only played 5 basic energies. That may be something that you're a little bit worried about. We can get them back with Super Rod. We can get them back with Night Stretcher. We really only need to get off like 2 attacks with Charizard EX, maybe 3 to win a game in a lot of cases. That's enough to knock out 3 2-prize card Pokemon. Maybe Dusknoir does some action. Maybe Briar comes in clutch. So don't worry too much about the energies. Just don't try to pitch them too much with Ultra Ball. You can always get them back with Night Stretcher and Defiance Band. I looked at the Champions League top 16 list from Osaka. They didn't include it. Defiance Band has always been a searchable card for Arven. I think having some extra HP can certainly be good against a Dragapult EX deck or something like that. That's also very popular. Of course, we have that Grand Tree and then the 5 Fire Energies. Again, it's not the most groundbreaking list. I think it's very similar to what I've covered. I covered this video before when Grand Tree first came out, and I think my list looks almost the same. But don't break it if it's not, like, it's not broken, don't fix it, I think is what I'm trying to say. In my mind, as it ticks midnight here in Montreal, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm rambling on. Regardless, this is really just a proven Charizard deck. Maybe over the holidays, someone got a brand new Charizard League Battle deck. Point them in the direction of this video. They could probably go to their local game store or order cards from Kayfabe. Totally your choice, and get whatever they need to kind of complete this deck. Because literally, I think this deck is within 10 cards difference of the League Battle deck. And maybe you pick up a Shrouded Fable blister and pick up the Dusknoir pieces like that or something like that. But regardless, this list is spot on for the Prismatic Evolutions format. Probably going to be incredibly viable for the foreseeable future. At least until rotation, which is we're going to have March, April-ish. And I don't think we're losing too much when it comes, because we're going to be Scarlet Violet on. There's a lot of cards here. You can see they're all mainly silver border cards when it comes to this deck. So yes, we lose Rotom. Yes, we lose Lumineon. We probably add in Cleffa. We probably cut Thornton. We have Ultra Ball. Like, we have all these amazing cards. So Charizard is probably going to change a little bit. But I do think that it's going to continue to see success. And right now, I think this list is awesome. So again, lists available in the pinned comment and or the description. One or the other, I put it wherever there's space. You can always use our discount code at PTC Geo Store if you need any of the cards. Check out Ultimate Guard for our sleeves and for deck boxes and anything like that. You need accessories. And check out Advanced GG if you're looking for some energy drink supplements. All those are in the description. And of course, if you're trying to get some coaching from me, learn a little bit more about the game, you can always hit me up at metafy.gg/@ZachLasage. We have some great content planned this week. Right now, we're kind of in an awkward spot when it comes to content creation, because a lot of people are just kind of done with Surging Sparks. Our format's pretty solved. For those who are attending events, they probably just want to see the top 10 best decks. So there's going to continue on for the foreseeable future. Prismatic Evolutions is coming out this month. It is a mini set that is mainly reprints. I think there's only like 5 semi-impactful cards coming from the sets, and we have rotation coming up, so it's really a transitional time when it comes to Pokemon. So when it comes to content, expect the content to probably follow in suit, where content might be a little bit over the place, but I'm still going to try to do Monday through Friday uploads whenever possible, and then we'll just continue on going from there. So again, really appreciate all the love on the channel lately. Hope everyone had a fantastic holiday season, and happy Monday, y'all. Let's get this week. Let's tackle it head on, and maybe we play a little bit of Charizard. Catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great one. Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.